Welcome to Unfold Data Science, friends. This is Aman here and I am a data scientist. In this video, I am going to discuss about importance of Python in data science. I am also going to discuss what is the step or what is the process you can follow to bring yourself to a comfortable level in Python, to bring yourself to a level where you don't feel very uncomfortable in interviews with Python questions etc. Okay, so I'll talk on these two aspects. Let's start, guys. First of all, why Python is so important for data scientists? So guys, let me take you back to 2013-14. Okay, so that was the time when if you go for a data science interview, people will not ask you lot of programming questions maybe, okay, and not lot of focus will be given to programming aspect of the interview. But now programming and specifically Python is given lot of weightage. What is the reason for that, guys? All of you must be aware of some generic reasons. For example, Python is flexible, Python is compatible with different tools, Python has many packages which support data science. All these things are fine. But let me give you some insights where Python play a very important role, okay? No matter you are a mid-level guy or you are a junior guy or you are somewhere in the manager section, that kind of person, you will be asked some Python questions, some basic code snippets you might be asked to write, and I want you to be prepared for that, okay? How it will help you guys in the day-to-day job? In the day-to-day job, right, many a times we need to do some kind of proof of concepts, some kind of automation, some kind of quick data wrangling. All these things, if you know little bit of Python, I'm not telling you to become expert. If you know little bit of Python, you can just play around with the data, okay? And if you don't know that little bit which I'm talking about, you will feel uncomfortable in front of client, in front of your team, and it might not look very good on your profile. That is the importance of Python, guys. Python helps you in being very comfortable in front of team, in front of clients, and quickly deliver something, okay? And then comes all these things that you already know. Python has lot of user base, lot of support for Python developers, many packages, deep learning packages, all these things come in Python. All these things are all over the internet, okay? Now comes the question, many of my subscribers here are new to programming, okay? New to programming means for some reason they have never coded in their life, okay? Let me take an example of person X, okay? Person X is from some other background. He or she never got a chance of writing even a single line of code. So for that person, Python is a savior because Python has very simple syntax. It is very easy to learn, okay? Now you will ask, what are the different areas? I don't know what is head and tail. I don't know where to start and where to finish. When can I call myself as a I have learned enough Python? So the answer to those questions are, guys, for any programming language, not only Python, you have to learn few basic things first, okay? So I'm just telling you in a sequence. You can just see this plan once, okay? It's a kind of 5-6 weeks plan I'm talking about here, okay? First is, you should master what are the data types in Python. Data types, okay? You had heard of lists, arrays, tuples, all these things. Basic data variable creation, what is constant, what is variable, what is a list, what is tuple, what is dictionary, how it works, okay? All these basic things you know, and do some practice on that. Week 1, okay? Go to week 2. In week 2, you learn the control statements. Control statement means if else loop, for loop, while loop, do while loop. Try to write some user defined functions. This is week 2, okay? Week 3 is you do some experimentation with data wrangling, which means data aggregation, data summarization, joining two tables, sorting the tables, filtering, pandas data frame, all these things, okay? This is week 3. Week 4, you go and do some practice on visualization. So you will always use Matplotlib, Seaborn for doing some visualization. That is your 4-week plan. I am not telling you to go too deep, okay? In 1 week, whatever you can do, you do it. In the 5th and 6th week, I want you to focus on Python packages for data science. So you already would have done some hands-on when you were doing data wrangling or visualization. So when you come to week 5 and 6, you can do something on sklearn or SciPy or these Python packages, right? How it works. 2 weeks you keep for this. If you do these 6 weeks nicely, guys, I mean 2 to 3 hours a day, I am telling for the people who are starting from this scratch, okay? If you do these 5-6 weeks nicely, you will be at a not very uncomfortable position, okay? You will come to a level where you are ready to face Python questions in interview, number 1. Number 2, if somebody gives you some notebook or some Python code snippet, you can just see and understand what is happening, at least at high level. Third is, suppose you go for a team discussion or something and somebody is showing some functionalities, you would be able to connect the dots, okay? These are the things you must be aware of or you must know. Otherwise, it might be difficult, in longer run. Next question comes, where do I go and look for these resources? So guys, it's not like it's my playlist, hence I'm recommending you this. But this playlist, the link is right here, Python for data science, okay? I have created last year itself. It does not have any Python packages video, okay? Last 2 weeks that I spoke about. But first 4 weeks, okay? Your Python data types, your if-else statement, loops, functions, some data aggregation, creation, preparation of data. All these things I have tried to cover in the most crisp way possible. If you watch all these 6-7 videos, it will not take you more than 90 minutes or 100 minutes, guys. But it will be helpful for you, okay? Just watch out this playlist once. Next, you go topic by topic. For example, go to internet and search data types in Python, okay? It might open a good link. It will open very good links. One of those links you can take. You go and write control structures in Python. Search for the links, learn from there. You go to internet and search for, how to write a function in Python or how to join 2 tables in Python. There are many places where you will get the course kind of structure, syllabus kind of thing arranged. That is also one way, but what I am telling is you can search for the best content on that topic. For example, on functions, best content. If you go in Google and search functions in Python, maybe first 2-3 links will be very good. That way you can learn, okay? And whatever topics I mentioned, first try to bring yourself to a level where you know these things. After that, you can think of going to next level. Everybody is improving, right? I am also improving, you are also improving. So there is no end to it. I can improve my Python skills. Everybody can improve their Python skills. You can improve, but if you are starting from scratch, this is the first level you should target at. I am telling you this from my experience, guys. You will be able to answer interview questions and you will not feel very uncomfortable in front of people. So I'm sure you got the message what I'm trying to give you from this video, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Write me in comment what is the next topic you want me to create video on. Please subscribe to the channel and the bell icon if you have not done yet. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Till then, wherever you are, stay safe and take care.